Sorry, I had to end the previous vlog there because I had a bad bout of cough. so um, so that was from the previous vendor, and I think I paid about $260 for all of this. And moving on to the next section, these items I got from a newer vendor, and this is a cuff with Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Um, it has some nice etchings, like you can see the sun etching there. So this I think I'm definitely gonna keep for myself. And this is an old cuff, like it's quite tarnished, and I like the color in which it is. This is really nice. I don't want to clean this up. I somehow like it the way it is, and this too I think I'm definitely gonna use it for myself. And then I got these two pieces which are both sterling, and they're actually a particular company. Let me see. Heirloom Sterling Stanton Hall. So these are heirloom Sterling Stanton Hall cuffs. They're really nice, they're like heirlooms. So I picked those up. And then I have this, I think this is a money clip, and it's quite worn. That's the turquoise, it's quite worn. And this is a Bennett stick. So Ray Bennett, he's one of the most famous Navajo designers. So it says Bennett patent pending C31 there. So I really liked it, so I picked that one up. And then I have this is sterling silver bangle, I'm guessing, but it's like really tiny, so I guess it could be for kids. So let me see if it has any inscriptions somewhere. I don't think I see it, but this is definitely sterling, and that's definitely for, I mean, that won't fit in my wrist or anybody's wrist. That's really, really little. So I got that. And then I have this tiny ring with all these Native American symbols in there. And let's see, I think there is some signing inside which I have to really inspect and see. So I got that one. And then a sterling bangle. It's just a simple, with some design. It has some kind of design. It looks like a Bali design, but not really. So that's a sterling bangle. So I paid $100 for all of this. So I got this from a different vendor. And before I show you the last sections of the jewelry, I do get some other things too, like if I find some interesting books. So these are a few books that I picked up. So that's Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain. I love Mark Twain. I've grown up reading his stuff, and I've seen his house in Connecticut, in Hartford. So he's one of my favorite writers. So this is a really old version of his classic. So I picked that one up. And this one I think is about flying saucers and all the secrets, top secret books. It has some real paper cutouts from newspaper articles. So it explores all the UFO things that could have happened. Somebody just wrote this as to expose what have happened and stuff. So there were a lot of books this guy had. I just picked up a few because I already have a ton of books. I read a lot of them, so I didn't want to just end up buying tons and tons of them. I have storage problems, even though I have a one-bedroom apartment. So after that I have this. I don't really read a lot of novels, but it felt interesting. It says love the one you're with, and if I quickly, when I read through this, it's this girl, she's with she's married to a guy, and you know she's happy, but then one of her crushes, though, somebody who she really loved, comes back into her life, and she's conflicted if she's like settling down, if she has settled down with somebody lesser, or she could have gone with this other guy. So that premise was really interesting. Like, you know, I kind of struggle with that in real life too. So that I thought was really interesting. But otherwise, I don't have the patience to, like, you know, read through books like novels. Like, I read a lot of science. It's easier to read that if it's non-fiction, because you can just pick up any chapter. There is no need to have a continuity there. But a novel, it's difficult, but I still do it, where I just randomly open up a page and I find it interesting. I start reading it. So so I got that. Maybe someday, you know, I'll do my book collection, or you know, my jewelry collection. So we can discuss further. So this thing is another novel. It's Anita Butner, and it says Making Things Better. Yeah, it's a Booker. She's a Booker Prize winner. Hotel Dulac. I think I like the premise of this book too. I can't seem to remember, but yeah, I thought, you know, I might as well read that. So I got that, and okay, another Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain, and this is actually, is it illustrated? No, not really. So, but that's such an old book. You know, I love Mark Twain. Anything Mark Twain, I'm gonna just blindly buy it. So, yeah. So I bought that. And then this is another one. This has more paper cutouts. This is also about, you know, the press row. It says Air Force Shrugs. This is also about the UFOs. He had like a ton of books about the UFOs. It says Digesting the Data. So, you know, maybe someday when I have time, I'm gonna go through that. When I'm like not too busy with my work. And the last one I have is a book on rose gardening. Pretty pictures, pretty roses. I like gardening. I mean, I don't have a yard or a garden. Like, I have my back door neighbor who has a garden, and he plants some rose trees, like, you know, some tomatoes. He has all that stuff going on in his backyard. So I always like that. So so I really liked the book, so I picked that up. So these are the few books I got. You know, now showing all these books, I feel like I should have made the videos of, you know, other books that I picked up before I actually seriously started making these vlogs. But maybe I'll show them some other time. So I just paid like, what, $5 for all of these books? Yeah, that's like, yeah, that's a steal, right? And then towards the last section, so this is the major pieces that I got, and we'll go over them. So one of the main things I have here is this pearl necklace. It's a 4-stranded freshwater pearl necklace, and it has like 14 karat gold findings. So this is 14 karat gold clasp. It's a 4-stranded one. It's really nice. You know, when I was younger, I remember my mom wearing these. Like, you know, I really like the shape of them. They're really pretty. So I have that, and there is a matching bracelet that goes with it. That has a 14 karat clasp too, and yeah, that's that. So that's a really pretty piece, so I picked that one up. And this is a really amazing piece. That's a snake, right? That's a snake, and that's turquoise. That's a really nice Native American cuff, and it says E. Zuni, FEC Zuni, I think, if you can see that. So this is a Zuni piece, and it's like really amazing. I love snakes. I know it's a weird obsession, but you know, they kind of like, you know, scary and interesting at the same time. So I am definitely gonna keep this. by myself. And then I have this. I did get like some good Native American pieces this time. So this is your typical Zuni piece with your turquoise and coral, you know, and I think it's marked NC in the back. Okay, yeah, it is marked NC in the back. And yeah, I picked that up. Like, you know, see, most of the things I do list them on my Etsy channel if you want to check it out. It's called Vintage by Trader. So I have that one. And then I have this inlaid piece. This is a nice inlay with a lot of, you know, there's lapis, turquoise, piney oyster, malachite, black onyx, mother of pearl, all sorts of stuff in there. And I think it says TBJ Sterling. Yeah, so I have to look up who the designer is. TBJ. You know, part of the, I always keep saying this, like, you know, part of the fun part in doing this is to, like, you know, find out whose piece this is. And then I have these big hoops. These are sterling hoops. I do like hoops. These are a little too big. I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep it. Otherwise, you know, I'm gonna just list it out. So I have those. And then I have this bracelet. This is, I think that looks like amethyst, but it's like, you know, a mixture. It's a little, like, you know, whitish kind of mixture. That's a nice cuff. And it is JP Sterling. I don't remember who JP is, you know. I do remember the names of the designers that I already list out, because, you know, I kind of have to do research before I list out a piece. So I do remember those, but not everything. So that's another cuff. And then I have this random ring. It's like a dragon kind of ring with, you know, turquoise and stuff. Okay, my battery is about to go. I hope I can finish this on this battery. So this is a regular piece, nothing special about it. I picked that one up. And then I have this. This is I think this is a 10 carat, a 12 carat or something. It's painted, like, it's definitely still silver with some kind of, like, you know, I can't seem to really read this, but some kind of gold plating on it. So that's a really pretty brooch. This is just a brooch. So I have that. I think those look like tulips to me. So I have that. And then I have this watch. So this, I've been, like, you know, looking at it for a while, but I didn't purchase it till recently. So this has lapis, and part of it could be silver. It says stainless steel. Yeah, I think rest of it, the lapis part is definitely silver, I'm thinking. So it's a lapis watch. Initially I thought I would keep it for myself, but I'm not sure now. I might not. So I got that. And then I have this. It's a turquoise brooch. It's just a simple brooch. I thought that was really interesting kind of turquoise, and it stays sterling in the back. I don't know if it's Royston turquoise. Definitely not Kenyan. There are, like, all these different types of turquoises. The blue gem, like, you know, number 6, all that. So, you know, a gemologist would be able to, like, give a better idea, but, you know, I try to do the best I can. There is like, you know, fun in trying to learn about these things. And then I have this mother of pearl bracelet. So this is, like, in such a unique brownish, you know, color, and that's the back of it. I'm trying to, like, you know, there's just few more pieces that I'm gonna fit in before this video cuts off, so that I can just, like, you know, put these things away. But I don't know if it's gonna last all that longer. So it closes up like this. This is the clasp for it. So I thought that was a really neat piece, and I picked that one up. And then after that, I have these sterling black onyx pieces. That's a black onyx heart. That's a pair of earrings, and I think it says 925 in the back. Yeah, 925 in the back. So I picked those up. And I have this. This is a puffy heart necklace with on a sterling chain. So nothing really special, but you know, I thought that was really nice. So that's a big puffy heart. So these are the rest of the things I have. So there is this is an interesting piece. So there is this aquamarine and turquoise cabochons, and they run all through the bracelet, and that's what the bracelet looks like, and it closes up like this. And you know, most of these bracelets, it's kind of tarnished, and you know, I have to fix it up, but most of these bracelets have these clasps. You know, this clasp where there is this thing, yeah, it closes up from the side. So that is something I picked up. So turquoise and aquamarine, and I have like 4 more to go through, but if the video cuts off, you know what you did. So these are the 4 that we have to go through. So this one is actually like tricolored. So you see it's similar, the clasp is pretty similar. It has like a side clasp that you can latch onto so that it doesn't come off. So I actually like these Milor Italian kind of bracelets, but I'm not a big fan of the tricolored ones, and this is actually pretty big for my wrist. So I'm gonna definitely lace that up. So that's that, and you can wear it the reverse way too. I think the reverse is just like silver, yeah. From on one side it's just silver, and the other side it's like tricolored. And I think this is a very pretty one. This is a Go Hogs. So this is, I'm assuming this is one of the sports teams. I don't know. Sorry, my sports knowledge is not the best, so I'm not sure what Hogs, which team it is. But that's such a pretty bracelet, you know, with the red and everything. You know, I might end up keeping it for myself. So I have that one, and the last couple of them. So this is an amethyst one. Okay, so it's a total amethyst one, and these all have the similar kinds of clasp. So if you see, its clasp is also similar. So that's a really pretty piece. So I picked that one up. That I'm gonna definitely list, but this is something